On the dividend news, we'll go ahead and start off with the bad one, which was a dividend cut or, dividend suspension. But B. Riley Financial suspended its dividend. On the good side, though, we do have ticker symbol BMI. They increased their dividend by an impressive 25.9% on Friday. This actually marks its 33 consecutive years of dividend increases. The next one we do have is Nordson, which announced a 14.7 dividend hike, which now is 61 consecutive years of dividend increases. And the third to last one we have, guys, is Murphy USA hiked its dividend by 2.3% to 45 cents quarterly. And then the second to last one we do have, guys, is ticker symbol MLM, which hiked its dividend by 7% to 79 cents quarterly. And finally, the last one we do have, guys, is MGE Energy hiked its dividend by 5.3% to now 49 consecutive years of dividend increases. What's up, everybody? This is Antonio here to bring you episode 252 of the portfolio update. So you guys already know it's Sunday. It's time to go over the portfolio, what we bought, what we sold, what dividends came in, what options we placed, which ones we had to manage, guys. And this past week, I placed a lot of options. My shares got taken away. I got assigned shares. So definitely stick around. I'll be going over what happened to the portfolio. But you guys already know, we always look, or I guess I do have my Google dashboard, which we are, we kick it off towards the end of the video. We're trying to project about $425 per month on average in dividends. This is completely passive, converting my active income into passive income, where we have to absolutely do nothing. Eventually we will be living off of these dividends, so we're far away from doing that, but we're chipping away at it every single Sunday, as you guys know, bring you back these videos. But by the end of the video, we should see a difference between this. Right now we're $411.67. This will actually technically be down because some of my positions did get sold out, but I will have capital to invest, so we will go over that, guys. If we do look at the annual dividends, we are at $3,018.62. Quarterly dividends, $756.66 for Q2. We're really in Q3, so I need to make that video for you guys. And then on the options premium, guys, for the month of August, so far we are at $265.37 in premium, guys. This is on top of the dividends, on top of the gains. This is just a cherry on top that we're collecting. Those little crumbs do add up. If I do show you guys here, options return, this return on my money invested, we are at a 3.91%, very, very close to a 4% return. Again, this is just a cherry on top. So if we got a 8% return for this year in capital appreciation plus dividends, this is a top of 8% plus a 4%. That is a 12% return. And of course, this is taxed at a regular income tax. But at the end of the day, guys, this is more money than we were going to plan to have. If I do show you, though, on the options, you'll see so far $4,831.01, getting close to $5,000 for the year of 2024. Still have a couple more months in the year, so we'll see where we end up with that. Definitely chipping away at it. If we do look at the goals, guys, because we have 2024 goals, this is what keeps us focused, keeps us disciplined, guys. The first one is more towards my channel. It's not really towards investing, but that is to try to get my channel to 20,000 subscribers. So if you're new to the channel or a returning viewer that has not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Subscribe with that notification. It is completely free, guys. I do not charge for any of this stuff. So definitely help me out. And if you guys already subscribed, go ahead and drop a big thumbs up on the video. Helps out the channel, guys. Helps out promote it, and definitely appreciate it. Goal number 2 is to reach $425 per month and dividends on average, right? So we're trying to chip away at that. Obviously this week we'll see a little bit lower. Next week we might see it way higher past this, but in average we want it to be around $425. And if we look at goal number 3, that is to get to $126,000 invested of my own money, guys. So far, I've put $123,676.84. This is slowly getting bigger and bigger. Every week we come back because I continue to dollar cost average. If we look at goal number 4, that is to dollar cost average $100 into the portfolio at a minimum, no matter what the market's doing. If it's up, down, green, sideways, whatever the case is, we will always add $100 every week. And goal number 5 is to also add more money into the portfolio. That is, if a company is about to go ex-dividend date, we'll contribute an additional $25 towards that company, buy it before ex-dividend date, and we collect those little crumbs, meet the ex-dividend date, and hopefully that drip in the long term compounds, and eventually it becomes 1 share. Goal number 6 is to get about $100 per month selling options, guys. I think we've already surpassed this. I actually probably need to add a cool little table thing in the dashboard so we can kind of see where we're at with that. And then goal number 7, guys, is to get to 1,000 shares of SCHD. We're slowly chipping away at it. We have a little bit over 150 shares more to go. We'll see how long that takes, and it's definitely exciting. I hope we get to 1,000 shares. That's one of our major goals, so I'm gonna keep pushing for it. On the dividend payout, these are the companies in my portfolio that are expected to pay out very soon, or I guess are coming up with payments. We have Visa, Microsoft, Google, Lockheed Martin. We did meet the ex-dividend date on Microsoft this past week, and then the next company with ex-dividend dates are going to be Google and Lockheed Martin, so we'll see where we end up with that one. But anyways, guys, let's go ahead and jump over here to the portfolio. All right, guys, so as you'll see, the portfolio is at $266,197.66. Guys, the market just went up last week, and I was playing with covered calls, and maybe I should have stayed away. But on the day change, $402.90. That's about a 0.15%. 2-year change, that's about a $78,087.42, which is about 41.51% return. On the 1 month, we are down actually, so that's about 0.20%, about $530. 3-month change, we are in the green by a 6.81%, which is about $16,000, almost $17,000. And then on the 6 month, that's about a 14.72%. So pretty great with that. Cannot complain. If I do show you guys here the positions though, you'll see on capital gains, we are still at $31,470.55, which is about a 21.33% in the green on capital appreciation. And guys, look at this. Our available cash now is at $87,177.97, guys. Some of my shares actually got called away. They got sold. And unfortunately, now I have cash available to deploy. We'll see what we end up doing with that. Obviously, it also triggered a taxable event, so I'm going to have to deal with that. But I was playing covered calls, and the market did go up. So we have Google, guys. We have over 144 shares now. Costco 30 shares, Lockheed Martin 34 shares, MasterCard 22 shares, and then guys, here is the first one. This is Microsoft. We are actually only at 15 shares now. We were over 100 shares, so that is the first company that got called away. We got Visa 29 shares, Meta about 9 shares, almost 10 shares, and then Apple, guys, 22 shares. This is the second company that got called away. We had over 200 shares, so we're going to see what we end up doing with that money. Amazon 8 shares, Waste Management about 9, almost 10 shares, and then Nvidia almost 13 shares here, guys. And then SCHD, guys, 851 shares. We have to get to 1,000 shares by the end of the year. We'll see if we achieve it. And then we have those $87,000, which I'll probably be dropping into SNSXX to earn a 5% return while we keep it in cash until we actually deploy it into equities. And we'll see what happens with that one. If we look at the performance though, you'll see on gains we are by $60,575.39, which is about a 29.97% return, which I cannot complain about that, guys. And then on our investment income, we're projected to make about $5,498.84. We are about September, I guess August, $32, September, $285. And then guys, if I show you guys here the history, I do have it start from the 11th of August all the way till the 17th. If we go to the very bottom, guys, it was a very busy week. You'll see the covered calls in Apple, Microsoft that I had from the previous week, they just expired workless. We got to keep the premium, but this week I did place some more covered calls, and you'll see on the 12th of August, I did do a sell to open on Apple with a strike price of $227.50. They were going to expire on the 16th of August. Bought 2 of those, or I guess sold 2 of those. They paid me $38.67 on the 12th as well. I did a sell to open on Microsoft with a strike price of $417.50. That expired on the 16th of August. Sold 1. They paid me about $71.34 for this. I ended up getting a little bit greedy. I guess Apple, I collected the majority of the premium, so I did a buy to close. I basically rolled them, bought back that strike price of $227.50, paid about $23.32 in difference, so I got to keep the difference between $38 and $23. And then I did a sell to open. I went down in strike price all the way till the $222.50. That expired that same week, so I went down, sold 2 of those. They paid me at $130.67 in total, so I ended up getting a little greedy on that, and unfortunately my shares did get sold because Apple and Microsoft did move upwards this week. I was planning on rolling them, but I was just like, I'll just let them get sold out, because I've been in that situation with Nvidia where I just continue to try to roll it and stay in the same strike price, and then at that point I'd rather just let them get sold and have that cash available. If we do look here, guys, on the 14th, I did buy Microsoft, guys. Microsoft was going to go ex-dividend date, so I bought about $25. Again, remember, we have that goal, so that's why I did that. On the 14th, I bought some Google at about $158. Can't complain with that. $100, almost half, a little bit over half a share on that. Deposited $125, $100 to dollar cost average, and then $25 for Microsoft ex-dividend date. So that's all my goals that are, keeping me disciplined there. I guess the next thing I did do was buy some Google. This was 100 shares of Google at $170 strike price. Spent about $17,000. This was that cash secured put that I had against Google. It got assigned on the 15th of August, and we were planning to get assigned. We would see. I was planning to roll it, see how long we could roll it out, but oh well, we got early assigned. And then on the 15th, we got the dividend from Apple, guys. They paid us $55.45. It dripped back into Apple, buying about 0.24 shares. And, that's a little bit, a quarter of a share. And then on the 15th as well, we sold SNSXX. This is the $17,000 we had into this. We sold it so that we could cover our position for Google, because we were selling cash secure puts, so we had to cover that position there. As well, on that 15th, SNSXX paid out its, cash dividend. We did collect $75.11 there. It's a little bit over 5% for the year, so I'm very, very happy with that payment. But if we do look at this calculate dividends, guys, this adds up all the dividends on the page on how much we made. So let's go ahead and click on it. And guys, we made $130.56 this past week for doing absolutely nothing. This is passive income at its best. As well, we did play some options, so we collected on top of that. So, eventually you could live off of this, but we'll see what happens there, because now we are out of Apple, almost out of Microsoft, and we have about $87,000 invested. Let me know in the comment section what I should be doing. Of course, a no-brainer, I will be putting it into SNSXX until I figure out what I'll be doing. We could potentially start selling cash secure puts against Apple again and Microsoft, or they could just continue moving upwards and then I miss out. So we'll see what happens there. Let's go ahead and wrap up this video, guys, by jumping over to the Google Sheets so we can look at the dashboard. All right, guys, so we're here at the dashboard. I have a copy of this over here so we can kind of see the difference. Of course, this is going to go down. We're not actually going to see it grow this week because we sold almost $87,000. And then options return, guys, again here. August, we're doing pretty great, $265, but this caused us to get rid of Apple and Microsoft. And then rate of return 3.91%. Very happy there. Options here, you'll see that we have 2 more weeks. Last week we made $217.36, so hopefully we hit over the 5K mark here just on crumbs, and they add up over time, guys. Again, dividend payout, we have a couple companies here, 4 companies. If we go to portfolio tools, click get latest dividends, this will get wiped. It'll parse out the new, or I guess the companies in my portfolio, see if any new companies announced dividends. Looks like there's not really anything in my portfolio that announced any new dividends. So we'll go ahead and go over here to settings, guys. Let's go ahead and get rid of this, and let's go ahead and jump over to Empower, which has the latest version of my portfolio with all the purchases or sales from this past week. So let's go ahead and jump over there. Alright guys, so we're here at Empower on my Schwab account. You'll see this green button, it's called Copy Holdings. Click on it. This copies the content of my portfolio into the clipboard, which then we can jump back over here, pay special values only. Now we have the latest version of my portfolio that contains all these purchases or sales or whatever you want to call it. Now we go over here to holdings. This is an actual old snapshot. As you'll see, this is where we had the cash cure put from Google. We had over 100 shares of Microsoft, over 200 shares of Apple. But once we go over here to portfolio tools, update for holdings, this will get wiped. It'll parse out the new stuff we just pasted, and we'll see how low we went. So let's go ahead and click on it, give it a second or two, and there it goes, guys. Let's go ahead and jump over here to the dashboard. Guys, you know, we'll see what happens with this projections here. So the dividend yield, we're at 1.40% compared to last week 1.90%. The market did go up, so we would expect that. On the dividend yield, yield on cost, a 2.53% compared to a 2.24%. And then on the yearly, we're projected to make $3,735 compared to $4,940. That's a huge difference in drop there. On the monthly, $311 compared to $411, so almost a $100 drop there. And then on the week, $71.84 compared to $95. And then on the day, we're only making $10.24 compared to $13.53. And then on the hourly, we are now making 43 cents compared to 56 cents every single hour. Next week, guys, this is going to jump up and spike up very, very far up. And then hourly work wage. This is if our portfolio was to go work a 40-hour work week, they would get paid an hourly rate of $1.80 in those 40 hours compared to last week of $2.38. I guess they were slacking, but we're going to eventually get this to minimum wage. We'll see how long that takes, guys. This is going to be super exciting when we do achieve that huge milestone. Anyways, guys, this is actually all I have for you guys in this portfolio update. You know, my Microsoft shares did get called away. That is okay. That's part of the game. We'll see what we end up doing moving forward. We do have the power of options, so we'll see what happens with this. And you don't forget to subscribe with that notification. Definitely would appreciate it if you guys would drop a big thumbs up on the video. Helps out support the channel. And if you stuck all the way to the very end, let me know by dropping a hashtag options, because I guess options are the reason why my shares did get called away. But anyways, guys, I will talk to you guys later. Take care, stay safe out there. Bye, guys.